Welcome back, everybody, to another CCL week. We're in week 7. It's been 7 weeks already, AJ?
Honestly, before you said that, I didn't even realize.
It's been 7 weeks. It has been one heck of a time so far in the CCL. We already have a few teams that have locked their way into playoffs, a few more spots up for grabs, but tonight, we've got a team in Texas State that was on the ropes, 3 straight losses. And then week 5 and week 6, back-to-back wins. They are on fire, and a win here will guarantee them at least a play-in spot. However, Kennesaw State is a opponent not to be deterred. They started off the season really hot. They've gotten a little colder as of late, but hey, either way, both these teams are 3-3 and are looking for that play-ins ticket punch, and potentially next week a playoffs ticket punch. We'll see who goes in here very soon. AJ, how are you doing, and what do you think about this matchup tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I have actually played against Kennesaw as well, and they feel like a team that's fairly confident all around. There's a couple of weak spots that I can recall. So if Texas State can find those themselves and then exploit those, there's definitely a chance. But if you don't see those, then Kennesaw is going to be a real shoo-in for the match.
All right, I love this analysis so far. Let's take a quick look at the map picks and bans here. Kennesaw State one flip, so they got the first matchup map here, and it is on Oni Village. We're going to be going there first things first. After that, Texas State, the Bobcats get onto the Cat-Girl map, IME's app, of course. And then Night Market has been left over with Atlas Labs, Gates of Obscura, Tycho Temple, and Demon Dice all left over. AJ, good picks, bad picks. Do you think any of these other picks should have been banned?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Oni Village. It's just a nice core control map, so it really lets you get a feel for like the mechanics of the teams, and it's not, you can brawl on it, but it's not one of those constant 24/7 brawls like the other 2 maps that we're gonna get to see. So we're gonna get sort of mostly core control, and then IME's app, of course, is Fishing Central. Ban Rasmus or pick Rasmus. Otherwise, you know, if you don't pick Rasmus and he's not banned, you're just going to get fished into the hole and not be able to fight back. So that's probably, we're going to see what happens with that, what teams do there. And then Night Market is a weird one because at first I always thought of it more core control, but then people started figuring out the Julie tech where you just sort of sit on the speed gate and then just start KOing people. So we're going to get more and more KO heavy as the night goes on. So we'll see if they can live.
There you go. I mean, the biggest portion here is the KO component as well. We'll see whichever forward can come out and show out tonight. And right now we got predictions up at the moment here. Kennesaw State's leading by 14K. We've got a lot of fans of Sal Volcano 210. So shout out to all y'all in the chat. Doing your copy process. Sal, he's our pal. If he can't do it, riot we shall. Then again, Sal is going up against Texas State, which you saw in the pre-show here. Only 3Z Breezy picked Kennesaw State. Everybody else picked Texas State. So a lot is riding on this for me personally. We are just about to get ready in the game. We're going to make sure that Kennesaw State's all ready to go up here, and then we're just going to hit it right into Oni Village. That's pretty much what the story is so far here. You know,
surplus least biased caster. Definitely not rooting for every Texas team out there.
Definitely not. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just. Even Jacob saying Sal Volcano is my goat. That's insane. Wow. Boopy's not gonna be happy with that. Boopy is not gonna be happy with that. All right. Looks like everybody is ready to go. So we're gonna get right into this matchup here. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time, folks. This is the first match of the day. It's going to be spicy, and Texas State now leads on CCL for most times on stream. That's right. They get 4. Almost half of the weeks they've been on stream. So shout out to them for always being available, I guess, you know. Anyway, we're going to get right into it here. We are loading in. And it's taking a minute. Just a moment, everybody. There might be a loading bug.
The Omega Strikers Classic.
Yes.
Sometimes it just takes a minute.
It takes a second, you know. Yeah, get those predictions in before I close them up here. Did we get loading bug for the first time in like ever? Oh my goodness. This is a rarity, folks.
It was bound to happen eventually. You
Yeah.
can't have only the good times. Unfortunately, it's like, you know, the technical difficulties will find you one way or another.
Everybody,
You can avoid them.
yeah, back in the day when we had to insert codes, this happened all the time. Now it's not so much. Now it's whatever happens. Yep, we got loading bug. So we're gonna get right back into that. Let's try it again. Let's see.
I think the most common thing for that is just one person doesn't quite connect, and then it drops it.
Yeah, that might be it. Yep.
The worst, though, for those that are trying to do custom games at home at some point, make sure that all of your spectators are actually in game. Because if a spectator closes out of the game without leaving or being kicked from the lobby, it will do that every single time without fail. It will just do that until you kick them. So be aware of that.
Phil, there you go. There you go. Be aware of that. We're back in the loading phase. Let's see if we can actually get into the game here. Is Omega Striker's gonna like me today? That is the big question for us.
We love Omega Strikers, but
Well,
sometimes
yeah.
Omega Strikers does not love us.
It's not a give and take relationship, you know. It's a little at odds, a little at ends, you know. It's fine. We're glad you're here. We're super glad that you're here to join us for more CCL actions. But man, and there's Zoro. There's Zoro in the chat. Hi Zoro, how are you doing? We do love Omega Strikers. There we go. We're in. We are in, everybody. Oh my goodness. And we have got some nice awakenings in here as well. Spark of Resilience and Missile Prop will start us out here on this one.
Okay, so Missile Prop on Oni Village. If I didn't see that Nice Collapse was already hovering Kai, I would be expecting to see a Kai goalie at QI Jacob there. But we're going to see an Asher ban, quite fair, Era ban as well. Asher is a really good goalie on this map and also really good forward for forcing it through, especially a lot of the hold it down goalies that you get. Era is just really good because on a big map, there's a lot of space to run around, and of course, she can make you run around faster, among everything else in her kit, but that's one of the highlights.
Yeah.
We're going to see a Zentaro being picked up and an Estelle as well. Now, Zentaro does technically have a projectile on his passive, but I think he's probably going to be picking up that Spark there, that Spark of Resilience. So we're probably going to see 2 Sparks versus 1 Spark. Although Dubus can also take Missile Prop, so you can never be too sure about that. But and it actually is 1 Spark being picked up on the Zentaro, Spark of Resilience, and then everyone else in the game has Missile Props. They're going to be firing harder and from longer, and we're just going to see how that works out in favor of them.
Indeed there, AJ. It's a very nice pick there if you like the Luna rocket ship on the back of her back, of course, but we're in the game. 1 goal barrier down a piece here. It looks like these guys are just going to start feeling each other out, figuring out which team is going to start getting their offense up first. This is Zentaro on the side of Texas State, which is Aussie, doing some work here, but Jacob has to defend as Solus Scythe gets that last goal barrier on the side of Texas State.
You can see that Dubu Strike Shot putting in work, a personal favorite of mine. You just get a little bit of extra range to be able to poke things out and keep them from setting it up. But if Zentaro gets on your face like that, it can be a little bit weaker than some Pauldrons. So
little weak to
give and take
Pauldrons.
with it.
1 goal barrier then down, so both goals are now open. Aussie brings it down to Nice Claps, and it slots it in right at the bottom. Nice claps on the Kai, strikes first here for Texas State.
That is a first goal, and I gotta say, personally, an unexpected first goal. Kennesaw can maybe they're just warming up, but I did expect them to come out a little bit stronger than that, especially with getting the double barrier or getting both barricades down first. And here we see they're getting it down first again, and this time without losing a single barricade. So we're gonna see how Monkey Paw can maybe sink it in there. Yep, Crystal Thorns is gonna do it. The Estelle, not quite the Estelle Classic, but it's like right next to it. The Estelle Classic is, of course, the primary. You hit it at the goalie's face, and then you just right-click. The ultimate is a little more finesse. You have to click R instead of right-click on that one. But it is a very powerful combo if they don't know how to defend against it, and sometimes even if they do, if they just can't.
2 goal bearers down at the moment here for both teams, and Sal Volcano wall moment here. Some really good defense so far from this entire Owl squad as Jacob is low. Wastes the core flip. That's 2-1 here for the Kennesaw State Owls. Man, that's gotta be tough for Texas State right now. And the chat's going wild for Sal Volcano.
Now the Dubu particle accelerator accelerating the game there. Kennesaw, that first point was a little bit slow and they gave it over. Oh, but I say that. Nice claps with the nice clap onto the Estelle, just right off the map. I don't know if the mic actually picked up the clap there, but really good Giga Blast there, good timing. Yeah, and they're going to take the 2 barricades as well off that advantage. You can see that they're actually pressing that advantage. That's a kill onto the IME. In that 2v3, it's easy to get those kills. But of course, Monkey Paw had control of the core there, so they're losing a lot of time. IME's already 5 seconds away, and they've barely gotten onto the enemy side of the map there. So Texas State not quite able to capitalize as much as they could, and now IME's back. They're all at full health. It's going to be a little harder to do that. Monkey Paw wins the strike war against Nice Clap, so has to run back. But so far, Jacob's able to hold it down. They're dribbling across the top of the map, trying to set up something onto this goalie. The Flip hits it down, and Giga Blast hits it backwards! Oh no! We had a good Giga Blast and a bad Giga Blast, and that's just how it goes. But his Zentaro ult is going to sink down to the bottom there, and that is a goal. Very hard angle to predict there. I was thinking it was just going to be a pass down to Claps, but it actually just went perfectly in there. So well done there, and very intentionally calculated, I am sure.
Good job by Aussie there, tying things up. If you've seen Texas State on any of the streams in the past, they are very scrappy. They're a little slow to start, and then they start working really, really well. They're a second-half team, if you want to give a basketball analogy out here as well. So they're super good. They're super good, but they just need time to warm up. 1 goal bearer down for Texas State as well. Monkey Pilot bringing it up towards the top. Jacob clearing back down, using their abilities as well. Soulless Sight doing a great job on the IME, and there goes the other goal barrier. Texas State has the kill condition as long as they can play the optimal offense and defense. Jacob to Nice Clads. Aussie is slashing and dicing. Soulless Sight sends it back. Monkey Pilot down, but the wall comes out from Jacob. At least somewhat of a good declare. Sal Volcano gets the core flip, almost gets the goal barrier, but it's stopped right in time from Jacob. Nice claps. Fire strike coming out. Jacob back up to Monkey Pilot, and it goes right through him. The goal is open. Either of these teams can get the draft advantage with this win here. Monkey Pilot back towards Jacob, but the log stops it. Glitch also tries to make a fool out of Jacob, but Jacob is not a fool, and he will not end it all today. Nice claps, bringing it back towards Sal Volcano. Good defense from these 2 Dubus. The roll stopping it in its tracks. Core flip comes out from Soulless Scythe, but Monkey Pilot and Scythe are both advancing closer to a goal here. Good defense from both Dubus. Oh, the Aussie core flip just did not work, and Soulless Scythe super low. Nice claps, back down towards Monkey Pilot. Monkey Pilot is trying to force it in this goal, but it's just not working. A great wall from Sal Volcano as well. Jacob flip. Does it? Goes right towards Zentaro, but straight into the hands of Sal Volcano. Monkey Pilot back up, and a good stop there as well with the log. Oh my goodness! Sal Volcano! Both these two boys are playing Pong right now!
So many of these saves have been so down to the wire. The rolls, the logs, even the strikes have been just last second. The strike shot just barely misses. Oh, you could see it on the other side of the core trail there in the slow-mo. That had to have been just like a couple of frames off, but in a game that far into overtime, a couple of frames is all that's needed. And we're going to see here, there's 2 sparks, but Zentaro's at the end of the line, so spark denial possible, but otherwise you can potentially get a, spark of focus, spark of resilience, Zentaro coming out. You'll see rapid fire going the way of Dubu, very good, especially if you have that missile prop already, just to throw those logs super far. Explosive entrance, absolute Biss going over to Aimee, one of her best awakenings of all time.
Yeah.
A Monumentalist on Dubu is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's kind of one of those ones where it's like, it doesn't hurt, but it actually doesn't do as much as you would expect. But it's definitely not a bad pickup there. So the prime time on the Estelle, the explosive entrance on the IME, those are going to be some of the highlights here. And of course, Spark of Focus going the way of Zentaro, 28 cooldown rate there. It's pretty hard to contend with, especially if he gets a Spark of Leadership later on. Crazy.
I would say that both these teams really benefited from the Awakening's draft. One gold barrier down a piece here. Saw Volcano, especially with that size of Creation Awakening there, will help a ton with this defense and the already stellar defense from both of these Dubus. So it'll just be a bigger defense war from both these goalies. A goalie 1v1, if you will, unless Zentaro, Nice Claps, Monkey Pilot, or Soulless Scythe get any other Awakenings to make a killing spree more likely. Both these teams are battling out with 10 seconds left to go in regulation. Monkey Pilot brings it back towards the other goal here. Oh, but the deflect there from Jacob makes it work. Ozzy has flipped. Oh, but it slides right down past Jacob. A roll goes through, but Monkey Pilot intercepts it from Nice Claps. The Owls are up 1-0.
But yeah, so... Ooh, that Dubu wall was tragic on that top side, where that first bowl of soup didn't quite manage to stop it and just went around. That was so unfortunate, but we're going to see that same sort of pattern, that first point of last time, just one barricade on each side, a little bit slow. Core Flip's going to come out, though, and Jacob not able to strike it back in time, has his Core Flip, waits out everything, but a Rose Warp from the Estelle is just going to be able to sink that in. That was so much there used, though, from Kennesaw. They don't have as much left. That was Rose Warp, that was Cyber Sweep, that was Core Flip out of the Estelle as well. So we're going to see if maybe Texas State can come and get a little bit more momentum out of them using so many abilities just to secure that one goal.
A lot of abilities come out, as you said here, AJ, and you're already seeing one goal barrier down a piece. Ozzy has to utilize Flip so much more to get around these Owls here. It's just a lot of abilities that they keep using. Goal barrier is open once again, but there we go. A nice KO for Texas State. The Bobcats can try to get around this Owl population. Zentaro up to... Oh my god!
That Core Flip!
Sal! You are not the biggest loser with that Core Flip, buddy! That was almost certifiably going to be ending up in a open goal. But it does not. A 3-0 here from Kennesaw State, and man, that's gonna hurt if you're a Bobcats fan.
They took that personally.
Oh yeah.
They took that last set so personally. They swept it back. That Core Flip out of Sol Volcano was insane. Zentaro played that so perfectly. Strike it in. Use the primary to shoot it through the Dubu and also have your passive as well after that. But then that Core Flip to just stop all of that dead in its tracks was so good. We're going to see Aimee denying a Spark of Agility there, preventing Zentaro from getting the 3-stack. And he doesn't have too many good options, but he actually never mind. Specialized Training was up. What am I saying? I'm blind. So yeah, he's going to pick up Specialized Training. He's been doing a ton of damage with his ult on that. Demolitionist Dubu, a lot of size is really nice, and as you can see there, his barricade can actually help, or his Tofu wall can actually help get the barricades there. A Siege Machine onto a Dubu is really nice to see, and the aerials from Estelle there coming in so nicely with the ability to teleport far and the confidence just play forward more is so good there.
Playing forward is the name of the game for both these teams, especially as Texas State has that goal barrier defense on at the moment. And Jacob just needs to stay on his toes here as Dubu, and this is strike later. Can't make it work there. Look, I think right now Texas State's mental is just down the drain after that sort of surprise 3-0. They were hanging in there for the first set. Second set was just absolute domination. Now third set, they might be a little bit off kilter.
Yeah, especially, I mean, that first point as well in that third set was also a little slow. The second one was less slow, but still a fight. That final point, I can hardly remember Texas State touching. I mean, they got the kill, but it didn't matter in the end. So it just felt so quick in that last one, and we're back to the one barricade meta.
Little barricades back and forth. Goal isn't open yet again here. Texas State needs to defend. Soulless Sight is low, though. As long as the core doesn't get into Monkey Pilot's hands into a flip, well, then we're fine. And flip was used, but nothing came out of it. Jacob was right there to intercept. The biggest thing here that I'm seeing is Sal absolute masterclass at the Dubu defense. And Jacob is also doing a Dubu defense masterclass, but Monkey Pilot and Soulless Scythe just have the positioning and the angles to be able to work the core around Jacob. Claps right into Soulless Scythe. Sal has to use that core flip, and it just doesn't work out for him. Jacob also has the core flip, so could use it at any point. Probably use it once he's... Oh my god! Sal!
Last pixel.
Sal! Somebody compare this man to Barcode? Is this just Barcode in disguise? What an angle, though, by Jacob here. Oh, but it just gets
and
right
Garfielded.
past the strike war. Man! Kennesaw staying up 2-0.
QI Jacob is now making a few of the mistakes that you don't want to be seeing. I mean, it's understandable, though, that it's been a rough couple of points here. But holding the core flip greedily for so long is what you want to do as a goalie, so you have it when you really need it. It's like health potions in an RPG. It's like, but what if I need them later? But you got to use it at some point, and if you don't, you are going to get scored on. And unfortunately, that time, Estelle was just right on top of that the entire time.
Little hard right now for just everything in general for these teams here, especially Texas State. It's just a little difficult to get around Monkey Pilot and Soulless Scythe, and they just have to dig deep and figure out a way to do it, especially with their Awakenings draft and how everything worked so far there. Jacob burns out the core flip. It's more of a stalling core flip, so that's fine. Gets the barrier, though. Nice claps. Goal is now open for Texas State. They can start clawing back right here. Soulless Scythe, though, what a great teleport. Core flip. Back to back, but it doesn't matter. Aussie slices and dices right through Sal Volcano, and Texas State still holds on.
And that is potentially the beginning of something. I mean, this could be a reverse sweep for this set. I mean, it's been feeling really dominant for Kennesaw for a while, but at the same time, State took the first set, so they are technically even. They're 1 point behind. It feels like a lot more than a 1 point difference, but it's 1 set to 1 set, 2 points to 1, and QI Jacob seems to have found his mental again. He's really putting on that Dubu show again. Now, Cell Volcano now the one that's in shambles. Just barely misses that roll there, a little unfortunate, but does use the Toku Fortress to clear.
Oh.
And, Claps is just not able to strike that just barely. Claps and Ozzy gonna be sharing that little health orb at the top there, and that is gonna be a dead Estelle.
Power play.
Well played. Claps has been on top of it with I believe that was Giga. Just been on top of them this entire game, but that Aimee is going to be sending it to the other side of the map, and there goes a lot of that momentum. Estelle has respawned. They didn't get too much done off of the kill, but they got some pressure, and we're going to see what they can do again, and that's a core flip. I mean, it's right in your face. It's a little hard sometimes, and it's now open goal to open goal. Kennesaw is just going to score the goalie along with the core there.
So sorry, AJ. Monkey Pilot shot the core in. Soulless Scythe glitched in to KO Jacob, and then they just get the goal after that. That had to be like them going 3, 2, 1, hit it. My God, I am speechless.
I was just about to say, like, if Kennesaw scores this, it's the next set. They're 1 away from winning, and then they scored it before I could even say that. And that was really well done. And so much pressure. We've been talking about it. The Aimee and the Estelle going forward, they are playing so well together. You said it earlier. They just have the angles. They know what they're doing, and they are cornering Jacob. There's not a whole lot he can do there. That was so much pressure on him that even if he had core flip, it would have been dicey. So well played to them, and kind of just tough luck there to Jacob. Well played defense there until the last. We see a Deadeye being picked up on Estelle, so potentially going to be trying to fight back, or maybe just denying it from the Kai there. We see a hot shot on the Kai, so going to be trading kind of, KO for core control back and forth a little bit there. But a heavy impact on Zentaro. That is going to be quite something. Ooh, great defense by Jacob there, just countering every single one of Estelle's abilities, sending it down there, and Ozzy's able to get the barricade, able to potentially get a goal here with, yes! Claps is able to send it through with the barrage. Sol Volcano thought he was going to go down, so he started walking down, but Claps hit him with the switcheroo, hit it back right up to the top into the corner, and Volcano was just way too far away.
All right, AJ, I have a feeling that this is going to go the distance. I have a feeling that this match is just going to go on for a while. Again, this is Kennesaw State's map pick, so it's not very surprising that they are dominating at this point, but the big surprise is just these two Dubus lighting it up, and Soulless Scythe and Monkey Pilot being as tuned in and as in sync as they are. yet again, Texas State is making it look a little easy at points as well, especially with their goal being open with the amount of time it is. Goal is open now, speaking of. The wall comes out from Sal Volcano. 2 core flips here on the side of Texas State. The core flip comes out for Monkey Pilot, but it's immediately blocked by those jack-o'-lanterns. Through! Strike goes through to Sal, and nice claps goes where Sal
Claps
Volcano
don't need
isn't.
no core flip.
They don't need no core flip. Claps doesn't need it.
Claps he's like the only person on the field without one. Doesn't matter. He's gonna get the barricade, gonna score the goal. Doesn't matter.
At least get the assist
And now
as
they're
well.
taking the 2-0.
It's just back and forth this entire time. It's kind of insane. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, Jacob too late on the strike. Didn't want to waste the core flip, and he's gonna die.
No.
And that is Kennesaw on the board now, and that is Dubu with no core flip, because of course if you die with it, it's gone. So
You
a
gotta
little
use it or lose
unfortunate
it.
to not use that one. But he's
Man.
gonna hold on. He's gonna go back down to that bottom barricade. Gonna keep doing the Dubu thing. Just throw a log through a cat girl and score a goal, I guess.
1-2
there you go,
though,
Claps
right
on top of
there.
it.
Right there for Texas State, a 1-2 goal barrier. Maybe Kennesaw State could do something here. Do a little response, call into action here. That's one. Zentaro, Ozzy with the flip right into Cell Volcano. Flip back to back. Claps is trying to dribble, get some more energy in. Jacob is already doing very well with the energy too. Monkey Pilot up at the top. Goal barrier down. Ozzy slashes through, up Monkey Pilot. That's just a defense flick there. Nice Collapse is in the right place in the right time here too, so just gotta try to get it back. Get it back towards the right side of the screen. If you're a Texas State fan, Jacob! Oh no!
It was so
Monkey
close, and then
Pilot! You insane man! Wow!
it was almost so good for each team. They were both so close to having it go their way, and then finally Monkey Pilot's able to sink it in the end there. But well played there.
Monkey
You can also
Pilot.
see.
Oh.
Solus Scythe has just been so good on blocking these passes between the Kai and the Zentaro there. They're just not able to get it to one another. There's always something in the way there. And now we're going to see this is potentially game here. If Kennesaw scores, red team scores, it's game. If blue team holds on, though, it's a match.
We do want to see this go to game 5 here. The goal is open here for Kennesaw State, so the kill is there for them. Solus Scythe has a flip as well, so anytime that Imi is close to the goal, it's going to be a little bit dicey here for Jacob. Scythe brings it down. Monkey Pilot is low, and they're going to try to kill this Estelle as fast as possible. We do not want this to be the queen here on the pitch. Need her gone. And it almost does it right there, but she survives just out of spite, honestly. Oh,
Demon
no.
angle!
Jacob.
That bounce was insane!
Jacob, no. Oh, no. Kennesaw State takes this one. 3-1.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. That was a great angle from that core flip from Scythe on the IME there. And Jacob thought he could strike it.
Oh,
He
my
thought
God.
he could strike it, so he didn't use the core flip, and we've all been there as goalies. We've all thought, I don't need to use the core flip for this. I got this. It's a little risky, maybe, but, I got time. I'm a big fat Dubu with a wide hitbox. I can strike that, and it's just 1 pixel off, and once you strike it and realize by that time it's already long gone, and you hate to see it there, but...
Man.
I mean, 93 saves on Jacob there, though. Even more than Volcano there. Really putting on the fight, but at the end of the day, it was just the control that Monkey Pilot and Scythe had over that core. It made it so hard for Texas State to get it across the line when it was on their side of the field, and that's just what it comes down to so many times. Just, you can't score if it's not on their side of the field for the most part.
You just can't. I think the synergy here is the biggest part of this entire matchup so far. Again, that was Kennesaw State's map. That was Kennesaw State's map. But look, the synergy between the two forwards was absolutely amazing. Between Monkey Pilot and Solus Scythe, it's like that these two are playing like they're number one and number 2 overall picks in the NFL draft. You have to get these two people together. The synergy is immense from from this team here. And Texas State, your work's cut out for you. You're on to your map pick, and then you just need to win the next 2 maps, and then you're good to go. Maybe IMESAP again. You were saying it's going to be KO Central. We need to get these folks off. Everybody off of any Rasmus or anything that would do anything crazy, to so that middle hole is not as much of a death zone. But we'll see. We'll see what these teams want to play.
Yeah, on the Rasmus's app, as I like to call it, you see a lot of the Rasmus, you see a lot of the Juliet. You even see some other weirder picks sometimes, like a Drakkar is surprisingly effective. You can throw the slow on them when they're near the hole, poisons them, gets them low, and then you shotgun blast them in or just sets it up for someone else. So we're going to see what they can pull out coming into this match, but whatever it is, it's probably going to be bloody.
It's probably going to be bloody. There you go. Well, we're loading into map 2. This is going to be on IME's app, Texas State's map pick. The Bobcats are going back to the Cat Haven. We'll see if they can pull some magic, do some March Madness maybe. And they need something right now. They need something right now. They need to get up to at least that 4-win record. They were this close to making it into playoffs last year. We don't want that to happen again.
You want them to make playoffs?
I mean, personally, yes, but that's just me. I want both these teams to make playoffs, to be honest. Spark of Leadership, Demolition is to start us off here.
Ooh,
it just
that's a spicy one.
It just stinks that both these teams have to face off now and potentially knock the other out of playoffs, depending on who they play next week. But I honestly believe that whoever loses will win next week and just make it into play-ins regardless. So
we're gonna see how that all works out. Sometimes the Swiss gods are a little bit fickle, and they will crush some teams and build up other teams, and you don't know quite which ones they're gonna be.
Yes. That's just the hard part.
Yeah.
Asher, Kai here for Kennesaw State, and we've got Imi, Juliet, and Kai with a Rasmus pick. Uh-oh, Kennesaw State's looking for blood, and especially with that Spark of Leadership, that could be a little crazy to start out with. Sol Volcano, best skin in the game as well, I've got to say.
It's a pretty good one, yeah.
Very good one. And looks like everybody took Spark of Leadership except for Ozzy taking the Demolitionist instead. This will be very interesting to see if that will do anything to help out Texas State, or will it harm them?
I mean, I'm thinking that taking one less spark is actually fine, because the odds of everyone on your team going sparks is not that high, and sure, Spark of Leadership gives everybody some stats, but you miss one Spark of Leadership, it's not the end of the world. It's not like an Among Titans where everybody on the team gets smaller because of it. And I think that size, especially versus an Asher that took eject button rather than like a Pauldron's, Powerhouse Pauldron's, it's gonna be pretty nice to have that size advantage versus an Asher, which you pretty much never get. So that's going to be really good on Ozzy. So I don't think it's too bad to not have that, but we're going to see how it does play out.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Jacob, on that more aggressive IME pick there, sends it in with the conveyor belt, with a little help from Ozzy, too, on the Juliet. And this is what I like seeing Jacob on. This is what Jacob normally thrives on, these super diverse mobile goalies that really work out in his favor. And we'll see if Sol Volcano can step that up. And I mean, step it up, he already has. Another pixel-perfect flip to save the goal barrier, whereas Monkey Pilot is storming back. Goal barrier does go down off an errant bounce. Monkey Pilot does return the favor, though. And oh, no!
Level 2 unlocked.
See you later, Alligator. Nice claps, gets thrown out, and Monkey Pilot uses the power play opportunity to score the goal.
That right there is how you capitalize on a kill. That was well played by Kennesaw. Rasmus hits level 2, looks for the kill, claps, is not expecting the Rasmus hook. It hasn't been coming out all game because Rasmus only been level 1, so you're not quite expecting on it. So you get killed, it happens, but then the pass and was just so nice, and they're doing it again. Kennesaw has been so good about getting the core to each other and playing up. So Monkey Pilot has the core flip, gets the core, sends it in. Scythe is on the bottom, keeping them busy, so there's nobody there to protect the bottom of the goal from that cross core flip.
And just such an unlucky bounce there, too, for Jacob. Yes, this Kennesaw State team is cooking right now. They are cooking hard. with the defense and the offense. It's just a little too much for Texas State to endure at the moment. Again, it's not over till it's over, but that set is over. Kennesaw State getting the draft advantage for this first one. Monkey Pilot, I believe, will be the MVP. No, it's Sol Volcano, the goalie, the Asher, grabbing the first one here.
But no Sparks. That is so good for Texas State.
Yes.
If you don't get the first pick in the Spark of Leadership match-off, it's usually really sad because the enemy team gets to take all the Sparks in the world. But no Sparks is actually huge for Texas State. We're going to see an IME picking up team player. Not as great for KO maps like this one, but as long as you can keep your team alive, it's amazing. Knife's Edge, though, going the way of Kai is going to be not the worst because it's not on Rasmus, but it's still going to hurt because he's going to be faster and stronger pretty much everywhere on the map because of that. So a lot of good things coming the way of Kennesaw State, especially at spec training on Rasmus. They picked up so many good awakenings, but we're going to see how it plays out.
We will see how it plays out. I mean, it could go either way, especially because there were no Sparks in this draft. This could definitely work out in Texas State's favor. They already have the goal open here. Nice Claps and Aussie just need to get in the right positioning, and Solus Scythe KOing yet again here onto Nice Clap. So it's a power play opportunity for Kennesaw State. They grab the goal barrier. Juliet, Aussie getting in the strike war with Monkey Pilot. Has to try to intercept this before before Nice Claps comes back, and Nice Claps is back, and the flip comes out for Aussie, and the goal goes in. It looked a little dicey there for a second, I'm not gonna lie, especially with how Monkey Pilot and Solus Scythe were positioned there in the goal box.
Again, just positioning has been a lot of this game, and especially on IMEs. Oh, that's such a good hook. A lot of Rasmuses forget. They get so blinded by Bloodthirst. Never mind, I'm just gonna stop talking. That was great by Jacob as well. The glitch pop in Cyber Sweep Strike combo, but now he has nothing left. But it doesn't matter. A strike is enough. It is rocketing across the map there with the team player, and Jacob is holding on, managing to pass it down. Aussie has to play super far back because of this, but is still going to be able to get that barricade with the dash punch, but then dies for it in the end. So the Giga Blast goes wide, unfortunately, but the Rasmus Prime is not able to secure it. The eject button, Asher dashes so far to get that, but Jacob is able to cyber sweep as well. Both goalies dashing back and forth. Juliet is up again, and we're going to see a pass over to Monkey Pilot. He probably has Barrage up, and he's looking to use it, but he's not going to be able to use it with the Cyber Sentry coming down. The barriers from Asher are so nice for clearing it down, but in the end, it's going to be going the way of Texas State. Well played. Jacob has an open goal, risks it by playing up, teleporting up, but manages to get it in the hands of Claps, who's able to sink it in the end.
Man. Oh my goodness. I mean, Kennesaw State is playing amazing. Texas State's playing amazing. Both these teams are absolutely lights out right now. This is what Texas State needs, though, with the Sparks not on lock. Both goal barriers are open, and Aussie or Nice Claps could send this in for a good goal to send it back to a 1-1, like we saw in map 1 there. Monkey Pilot bringing it back, and there goes the Rasmus. The pinpoint accuracy of the Aussie Juliet getting the kill, rounding back,
clean.
Throws it in behind the back of Sal Volcano. 3-0 Texas State, and we're tied 1-1.
Texas State locking in. Julie catching the Rasmus unawares. That is the first spark we have seen. There's one spark of Resilience. IME's going to jump right up on top of that. There are some good things here for an IME. The prime time, the rapid fire. Even the 1-2 punch, kind of not too bad on IME, actually. Deadeye as well. Taunt shot on a goalie is generally really good, but Spark of Resilience with that, Spark of Leadership is going to be so nice to resist those Rasmus hooks, who just got a lot stronger from Deadeye. Whew. That is going to be tough. That Rasmus hook is going to kill you from basically the map's edge if you're on the other side of the hole. That is going to be brutal there for Texas State to live. But he only gets one hook every so often. No cooldown stuff for the Rasmus just yet, but it doesn't matter. Claps is going down. Can they make use of the power play? No, because IME teleports forward and uses that Cyber Sentry to such good effect. Juliet as well, able to do so much. Misses the punch, but just kind of lets the core go for a little bit. That's fine when you have a person respawning. You want to stall for some time. Jacob not going to quite risk the Goomy clear, and it's going to cost the barricade there in the end. And that is a very...
Oh my goodness.
Another
no.
kill going down. These Rasmus hooks have been so on point. But the glitch pop, the barrage, the Giga Blast goes a little bit wide, but in the end it's enough to clear it a little bit. It's not quite cleared yet.
Good hold.
Still, okay, now it's a clear. Good.
It's a clear.
Well played.
Good
Let's
hold.
see if they can capitalize on that clear.
Oh!
Cyber Sentry is going to take it in the end, the pass up into the top. Jacob, I can see what you mean. You said he's great on these mobile goalies. I didn't get to see him shine like this on the Dubu. He had a really good defense on the Dubu, don't get me wrong. But he
AJ.
didn't shine like this.
AJ, the Dubu does not have the IME train. Choo-choo. Look at that. One goal barrier going down here for Texas State. Jacob in the driver's seat. Just needs... Oh, just kidding. No longer in the driver's seat. It's fine. Waste the flip there, but that's okay.
It's an intimidation tactic.
Intimidation tactic, exactly. They're like, oh, he doesn't need flip. This is crazy. Nice claps. And Monkey Pilot on the Kai Mirror, both beating each other up in the top lane. Nice claps, brings it back, and Volcano can't do a thing. 2-0 Texas State. Look, this is the best start for them, and the only way that I think Kennesaw State can come back from this is if they lock in now, or if they get a bunch of sparks in this upcoming draft, and then just go on a tear for 3 maps and win the game.
Sal was locking in there. That was really close to hitting the barricade off that core flip. It was a tight angle, but he managed to secure it. And that's Giga Blast coming in from Monkey Pilot down to Soulless Siphon. They were just playing around, you know, let the enemy get a couple of goals, let them have some fun. Don't make them lose too bad, you know. You want them to keep playing Omega Strikers, so don't kick them too hard. But they just put an absolute masterclass there. From that core flip to the pass down to the Rasmus was well played, an absolute clip-worthy, review-worthy thing for those looking to use these kinds of games for some coaching.
Good, just a good master's class from both of these goalies here as well. It's just, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, and then again, these two strikers, Monkey Pilot and Soulless Scythe, they are just doing amazing work, coming back, grabbing a 2-2 from Texas State. Again, Texas State does this a lot. They kind of go up and then go down and then throw it out as soon as they're able to, or they lose that one set match. And it definitely does not help, probably doesn't help the blood pressure of any Texas State fan, but hey, that's just the risk of doing business up there in San Marcos. Goal barrier down here, and oh no, Ozzy wastes the core flip. Nice claps, thread the needle and bring it back in, but Monkey Pilot, no, wrestles the core out, and Soulless Scythe gets the KO onto Nice Claps. The only way they can stop it, though, is if the back shot goes through Asher, and Texas State is a set away from tying it up.
That is some good play there. I mean, you're talking about they were wrestling for the core in front of the goal, and Soulless Scythe just wrestles them in with the hook, but if you can't keep control of the core, don't KO. Using your abilities to KO like that is really good until you can't control the core because you have no more abilities left. So well played by Ozzy for taking advantage of that. And a Spark of Focus going the way of IME now has Spark of Leadership, Spark of Resilience, and Spark of Focus. Probably one of the best combinations defensively. Maybe Agility instead of Resilience, but even then Resilience is really good versus the Rasmus hooks because sometimes you just need a little bit more health to not be knocked back as much. So really well played, but Fight or Flight going to a Kai, and an immediate KO. Just evaporated Ozzy. Just not even there anymore.
Soulless Sight, Ozzy has a family, okay? Ozzy has a family. You gotta have a little more heart, okay? Ozzy comes back though. Not a whole lot happens there. Split that kill, but Monkey Pilot, as I say that, goes and throws it back in. Ozzy again KO'd by Soulless Scythe, and this Rasmus is lethal here. Oh, what a core flip from Jacob!
Missed the angle. Oh no!
Jacob.
You hate to see that.
Oh my goodness, Jacob's just throwing the core on his back, trying to get this goal in and trying to get this game done. Every single offensive position so far in this set has just been from Jacob, throwing the team on his back with Ozzy KO'd half the time. Nice Claps has a good lead here. Sal with the core flip, but it doesn't matter. Nice Claps throws it back in, bottom slots it, 2 goals away.
Sal Volcano showing off there, the little Asher tech, the instant flip. You dash and then you core flip. Unfortunately, it's also really predictable. It doesn't hit it in any fancy way, so it did get blocked in the end. It just makes it a little faster. It was a worthy attempt, but didn't quite come out in the end. Soulless Scythe, though, looking to get some kills here. You can see it. I think that was a backwards hook. I'm not sure. Onto the Juliet.
Yes.
But Juliet is putting some damage in, and that is a very low Rasmus on a Rasmus's app. But, well, the Juliet and the Kai are beaten up. There's another Kai on the other side of that Monkey Pilot trying to get in the way. Ooh, core flip from Ozzy, not able to get through Sal. Just an iron wall there. Solar Scythe still being bullied. Finally goes down. They finally put him out of his misery there. And the Cyber Sentry's going to keep the core out of goal, even with the core flip there. Cell Volcano dashing forward with that eject button after all that extra range. And you're going to see Jacob coming up here with the core flip, looking to use it, but has to teleport back in the end before he can. And that is a little bit of pressure. Ooh, Jacob hit it up instead of down, but is going to work in the end. And that is another kill. Another Kai going down on this map. This time it's Kennesaw's going down, and Jacob can't run up in time.
Didn't have the
that was
teleport.
such a good bounce off the top, off that hole. And yeah, I mean, Jacob is using so many abilities to keep it far afield, as you do on the IME goalie. You just can't defend sometimes when it gets super in close like that, and it's just a tragedy. And that is a Juliet going down. Scythe found the angle to get the vengeance for that bullying of last point, and that is 1-1 here. And that's another dead Kai, though.
2v2 opportunity here.
Monkey Pilot just struggling to stay alive in the face of the dash punches and the glitch pops, and Cell Volcano missing the dash there, but also Nice Claps missing the rebound, not quite able to secure it. He's gonna get past glitch pop down to Caps or Claps and bounced back up and top there. He missed the strike, a little unfortunate there. Volcano does have the core flip, but isn't gonna need it just yet, and that's another dead Kai to Soulless Scythe. Ooh. Bloody match all of a sudden. This set has put the blood in the water. Jacob almost able to strike it. He did it. He did the IME combo, but he struck first instead of second there. So he's tried to strike it to the side, and he did, but then he immediately hit it down because it was still in the range of the IME sweep. Got the core flip from that, but didn't have the time to register to use it. Little unfortunate.
Kennesaw State is locking in. As you can see there, opens the goal yet again to send this to a set 5. Potentially, goal barrier down
that
here
angle
for Texas State. The glitch pop doesn't matter. Monkey Pilot marching downfield. They have to throw it into the conveyor belt, and it slides right
that
past.
Angle.
Another demon angle. Potentially a puffy angle a little bit. A little puffy angle there from Nice Claps.
I mean, Nice Claps just went to geometry class last set. I mean, where were these angles last map? Like, boy.
I don't know. Oh, and there goes Soulless Scythe. I thought Soulless Scythe had killed Ozzy yet again, but Ozzy said, no, I'm taking this in my own hands. Grabs the goal barrier. Jacob might have to jump up front. Monkey Pilot has to use the sprint to try to catch him to the goal, but it does not matter. Nice Claps trying to get through Soulless Scythe as Ozzy's trying to get through Sal Volcano. There goes the Kai. It's a 2v3 power play situation. The IME's not there in the goal box. It could be another set here. It could be the game. As of right now, Kennesaw State is just in that goal, doing their thing, and there goes Nice Claps yet again. Oh no, Soulless Scythe trying to put an exclamation part in here.
He's got this.
Jacob 1v3. Down to Soulless Scythe, and there's no way you could stop that, especially just as Nice Claps comes in. It's game 5, play Silver Scrapes. Either Texas State wins this and we're going to map 3, or Kennesaw State wins it all 2-0. Let's see what's in this draft, and we've got 2 sparks.
That's an IME. I kind of want to see the spark of strength here rather than the spark of agility so they can fight back a little bit more, but the spark of agility will let them dodge. Okay, Asher's going to deny that one spark. Hopefully IME sees the other spark. If she doesn't, it's going to be... Okay, there we go. Does pick it up. Extra special, though, does go to Rasmus. I think I still prefer that. Picking up the extra spark on IME is worth giving the Rasmus that extra special, but it's going to be tough. We do have a recovery drone. That's 1 extra life on Juliet, the set. So for the rest of this game, Julie gets 1 extra life. Castellas and the Kai is going to be running around a lot faster, especially... Actually, I was going to say with the agility, but the agility wasn't picked up. My bad.
Yeah.
But we see a Siege Machine on Monkey Pilot, extra range. And, of course, Zol Volcano picked up that agility. Not great, but not bad. It's still 6% speed without any of those parts.
Juliet is just doing a massive punch house right now. It looks like a mosh pit down on the bottom end of the court there. Throws it in the goal. I was about to say as well, talking about Soulless Scythe here, that Happy Star extra special is a good pick. I think it's really good because he's been he's been throwing out those lassos with pinpoint accuracy. He doesn't need the size containment of, say, a Expanse or a Castellas or anything like that. So it will just go right on back towards Monkey Pilot. But the fight is here. Goal barrier is open. Cornflip comes out, but it does not connect. And
Giga Blast at Scythe.
Giga Blast
And
from Scythe.
Oh, Monkey Pilot bounced it behind. Unfortunate for Kennesaw there. They have a lead here. Rasmus is
Oh my
respawning a couple
goodness.
seconds, but it's not going to matter. He's going to get it around the back. QI Jacob basically just a third forward.
Jacob
And-
is able to chow Sal Volcano in the 1v1 because, I mean, look, Sal Volcano, big muscular woman, Jacob, tiny cat girl, can just be a little bit more agile and get some more agility in there, especially with the glitch pop. So 2-0 right now for Texas State. Two very, very fast goals for the Bobcats, and this damage from Ozzy and Nice Claps is not helping things whatsoever on the side of Kennesaw State. Core flip comes out, stopped by Sal Volcano. Jacob also has flip too, so passing it back down to Ozzy. The goal barrier is open. The kill condition is here. Jacob, flip,
Core flip.
throws it in. It hits the dagger.
Oh.
Back out to Ozzy.
That-
Bang!
That was fast. Like, we got to see the full might of the spark there. Spark of strength, that's like 64. Actually, no, because it's 4 sparks. That's 84 extra strength. You pass along a third of that to your team, they're getting an extra 30-something, 20-something power. You could see that damage was coming in so brutally to, like, that. Ooh, Kennesaw just couldn't even move in that last set. It felt like they were just absolutely getting bullied. Even though the Rasmus picked up that happy little star, I don't think he was super happy after that one. That was so much damage coming in.
Too much damage. Too much swag, honestly. If I'm just gonna say it. Both these teams are swagged out, dripping, sopping wet. They look like they fell off a boat. These guys are hot and they're ready to go. All right, we're gonna get into this next matchup here on Night Market, the decider. And chat, look, there's a lot of Kennesaw State fans here, a lot of Texas State fans in here. Y'all keep cheering. I'm looking over and y'all are doing insane stuff right now. Y'all are just on your feet for your teams. I love to see it. We're going to see if everybody is ready or if some people need to take a bathroom break or anything like that. But, Boopy, what did I do? I didn't say anything wrong. The only thing I could have said wrong was, Julie backshot. But that's a technical term. That is a technical term. That is a real term in Omega Strikers casting, so you can't get mad at me for that, okay?
Definitely very technical.
You took it that way, Boopy. You took it that way. You are the one who has to go to jail. That's you. Looks like I can't almost like Kansas State. Kennesaw State is ready to go. Jacob is typing right now. Looks like Texas State is ready to go on to Night Market. My goodness, this has been a insane matchup. Nuclear bomb versus coughing baby, one might say. Just a big matchup, man. Wow. We're loading in on Night Market, and we're gonna see what our awakenings are to start things off. And let's see here. We are gonna see the prize fighter and unstoppable start here for this penultimate set.
Yeah, and I mean, it's in some ways good, in some ways sad to see those, because this is a bloody map. And so I can almost imagine Texas State picking up the prize fighter on Ozzy there, maybe even on Nice Claps as well. But if the enemy takes that unstoppable, it's going to be a little harder to kill them. But we're going to see again those same Estelle era bans make some amount of sense. I do recall there being some, not quite one tricks, but very prevalent players on each of the teams that for those characters. So you expect to see something like that. And we're going to see a Kazan coming out. That's a liable picker of the prize fighter. So we might just see it on the goalies, that unstoppable. But QI Jacob might play absolutely insane and also pick up the prize fighter. No defensiveness here, but will actually go for the unstoppable. So we have one prize fighter on each team, Kazan and Juliet, that are looking to get the kills, KOs, and then a lot of unstoppable people trying to keep them from getting those KOs and stacking up. So we're going to see how that works out. I think that slightly favors the Kazan, though, because he just has more abilities to pop the unstoppable.
Texas State from the central region. Kennesaw State from the southeast. 1-1. Winner of this map locks in at least a play-in spot for the season. Let's see who wins this one. Both goals are open pretty fast here. 30 seconds left in the match. Nice Claps Down to Sol Volcano. Jacob back on the Imi pick is good. Sal dropping the Asher for the Dubu.
Ooh.
Just not going to be able to stop Nice Claps from that repeated fire strike. 1-0 Texas State.
Some absolute keyword right there. So well done. Strike into barrage into strike. That's like 5 different ability hits. It's so difficult to defend against that. And he played it perfectly there. Core flip out of Aussie there. Gets a barricade across the map. But that's going to be Nice Claps going down. And that is going to be a little unfortunate for them because that is a Kai picking up a stack of prize fighter. And that can stale as we go through the set. Still only the first point.
Still only the first point indeed here, AJ. And Night Market can either A, go super fast and just be like a rocket ship that Elon Musk has gotten his grubby little hands on, or it could be a slow, meticulous chess game, and you're already seeing some pawns get knocked over and remove as Jacob KOs the Kazan on the side of Kennesaw State. Battle of the States, I love it. But look here, 11 seconds left in this matchup. Little more pressure from Solar Scythe and Monkey Pilot. Nice Claps kind of trying to send it down lane, but Solar Scythe will stop it here. Nobody on position at the top, so no way to get that in. They tried to get that. Oh my goodness. It was 1-2, but I thought they were going to try to go for that perfect split there and try to get this in. Right place, right time is Solar Scythe. Pool cues it in. 1-1.
And bringing it, tying it up. You can see the red core off the Kazan. It didn't matter there as much, it was in, but a little bit of extra flair there to show that Kennesaw State is not out of this just yet. They had a good start, a rocky middle, and they might be looking to finish off and make just a sandwich where they end really well.
Very, very well indeed. One goal barrier goes down for Aussie, trying to retaliate for the fast barriers down from Monkey Pilot and Solar Scythe. A great glitch pop from Jacob, I must add, but a greater log from Sal Volcano. Can't stop that one goal barrier from going down, though. Jacob almost has enough level and energy to get a core flip, and there it is. Juliet, Aussie trying to punch it in, but it doesn't work out. Has the core flip, could use it right here. Will do it. Top pocket, bang! Texas State, 2-1.
And they've brought it up. They are 1 point away from taking the set lead, which is not the end. We've seen that Kennesaw and Texas State have been brutally fighting over almost every set. So we're going to see how it goes. And that, the rebound double there. Opened up the goal without even losing one barricade just yet. But, again, Texas State not going to go quietly. They are going to fight back. The glitch pop tries past it to Julie, but it goes to the Kazan instead, who's a little bit farther along. Giga Blast is going to send it back to the Kazan. They are finding it so difficult to get a pass. But with the core flip, nope. Kazan is getting it again. Okay, now this time, Dubu gets it. And is going to core flip it forward into the goal. QI Jacob almost able to save that with a strike, but in the end, they finally got it past the Kazan after so much work, only for the Dubu to core flip it back and into the goal immediately. So well played there by Kennesaw State, just being a wall so far afield.
And this is just the tail of the game yet again. Another 2-2 set. It's a coin flip. Whichever one gets it will go through. One goal barrier down here. Good pass, though, between Aussie and Nice Claps as well as Jacob. Good flip there. Will take things back. Good punches there, too, but Solar Scythe super low. Nice Claps could start working with that. Has to utilize the core flip before he potentially dies, so there you go. Juliet down towards the bottom. Nice Claps. Almost corner pocket, but Sal Volcano. What a stop. Jacob has to take matters into his own hands, though. Sends it down to Nice Claps. Texas State wins the first set.
And he's going to stand there at the bottom with the wind glowing gloriously in that cape jacket. Well played and well-deserved little spotlight there at the end. Really good to see. He's going to pick up the quick strike there just to be even more of a menace. Just good stuff to see.
Sorry, I'm doing business end stuff right now, but looking towards this screen now indeed. The heavy impact on Aussie right here is a very fun one. Quick strikes onto Nice Claps also helps a lot as well. But either way, this needs to work. These three awakenings, especially with the Sparks build that Soul the Scythe is attempting here, it needs to work out for Kennesaw State, for them to be within any striking distance at the moment. And as you can see, they're already taking it personally. Kennesaw State takes the first goal of the first set, and if I had to guess, I think Kennesaw State takes this set as well. Then we go into another Game 5, potentially. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm expecting either that. If this set is close, I feel we go to Game 5. But if Kennesaw can come back and take this quickly, I feel like we might actually get a full game where Kennesaw just sweeps it back. We're going to see how that pans out, but we have known Texas State to be a little bit of a sort of mental momentum kind of thing. But Julie does manage to get the kill there onto Monkey Pilot in the back while Soul the Scythe is scoring. So that's a potential sort of little bit of a gap there where they can try to get their mental back and get back in the game there. In addition to the extra stack on Prize Fighter, which is really nice.
One goal barrier down. Soul Volcano with the roll. Stops it at first, but it has to go through. Nice claps. Trying to do a little juke off the sides, but it is pawned away here by Sal Volcano. Jacob sends it down towards Ozzy. Nice claps. Trying to work around it, and it does go sneaking back behind Sal. Nice claps, and Jacob in midfield. Good roll stop there by Sal Volcano. Core flip comes out by Jacob. Claps almost has enough energy to make the flip their own. Does grab it there. Soulless Scythe gonna try to stop it. Great wall by Sal Volcano. Texas State needs to work to find another part that they can work with here. Another angle that they can work this in. Look at that though. Soulless Scythe, great core flip. Grabs the open goal. Desperation, Hail Mary core flip from Nice Claps there as well. It just does not connect. Sal is there in time and also has a core flip, so utilizes that now. Jacob up to Nice Claps, down to Soulless Scythe. What a great glitch pop, but it bounces right to Monkey Pilot. And 3-0 is the set here for Kennesaw State. We're going back and forth, baby. It's tennis.
And yeah, now I fear a little bit for Texas State here. We can go the distance with a Game 5, but after that, that was a bit of a mental blast for Texas State. And you can see, you know, Imy's looking to deny the spark of agility there from the Kazan, but in doing so has to pass up aerials, which is so good. Has to pass up Siege Machine, team player. And then Kazan is going to pick up the team player in the end. I was expecting a spark of resilience out of him there. But is just going to go the way of the team player to pass a little bit more. And it's pretty good on the Kazan in his closed form, in the spear form. He can rarely send that thing shooting with team players, so good to see a little bit more of the core control coming out. Maybe they're going to try and sort of slow the game down a bit from that angle and go for less for the kills.
Indeed. One goal barrier down here for Texas State. But Monkey Pilot and Soulless Scythe, again, just in the faces of these two Texas State forwards, the midfield and the brawler. Soulless Scythe trying to cue it around Jacob. Works successfully for one. Juliet brings it back up. Soulless Scythe back out. Good save by Jacob there as well. Monkey Pilot does grab the second barrier. Good glitch pop and got a strike where the Imy ain't. Kennesaw State up 1-0.
Yeah, and you could see the cyber sweep from the Imy was even a little off. It was just a desperation last second. You can see sort of the mental effect on the players that losing that last map in a sweep had when you're so close to locking the playoffs again. This is Game 3. You took the first set. You had the advantage, and you can sort of feel it slipping away. So if they have to overcome that in order to win this game, we'll see if they can here. Otherwise, it's going to be a lock-in for Kennesaw. But they're fighting back. Monkey Pilot already very low. Jacob has the core flip, gonna use it just to defend both barricades. He's gonna lose the bottom barricade, but still has the one. Juliet not able to get through the wall that is Volcano, the Wallcano, if you will. And his red cores everywhere already. We're not even in overtime yet, but they're hitting it so fast, so many times, all over the place. It's so difficult for these players to defend every angle when it's gonna come from a completely different one in about 2 seconds.
The Imy conveyor belt comes out, but the core flip denied by the Tofu. Monkey Pilot's low, and that Juliet strike punch does not connect. Has to get forward to try to grab one. Does grab one. Deflected by Sal Volcano for the second. Monkey Pilot is almost there, but Jacob with the great save. Core flips it. Even though Jacob does get back, is not able to strike it in time. Set point here for the Kennesaw State Owls.
And if this is another sweep back-to-back, I mean, State is looking in shambles, to say it. I know that they can. They have the skills to win this game. We've seen it. They won a game already. But the mental game is the game that they're playing right now, beyond regular Omega Strikers. So it's just a little heartbreaking to see in some ways them making some mistakes they otherwise wouldn't, and to see Kennesaw playing still so well, even after all this time, not letting it get to them, just keeping on being on top of their game.
2 goal bearers down. Kennesaw could clinch 2-1 in this match so far. But look at this. One going down here. Julia does not make the connection. Get this! They can. Ozzy opens up the goal barrier. Core flip comes out from Solus Scythe, but cannot contend with the Julie in their face. Ozzy coming up. Claps. Goes up and around. And the Bobcats have a sign of life. Finally scoring a goal after 5 consecutive Owl goals here. It's fine. It's fine. If you're a Kennesaw State fan, just say it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, the Bobcats, they were playing dead for a little while, but now we can start to see the little twitching. They're coming back around. They're like, okay, it's good now. We can come out. We can play. We can come back. We're overcoming this. We've scored a point. We can do this. That's what they have to keep telling themselves right now to keep in this game, because it is still an uphill battle. Kennesaw is still 1 point away from being 1 set away from the playoffs. They are so close. They can feel it. State still has to get 2 points and then a whole other set. So, and in front of Sal, every single point feels like a mountain to climb. He's playing so well. You managed to finally get it across the field from Monkey Pilot, putting in so much work. Solus Scythe on the Kazan midfield, putting in so much work.
Oh.
But Jacob able to still defend there.
Ooh, Claps, thank you.
That was close, but Claps.
Oh.
Ooh, good midfield.
Great midfield there.
Got to hang back a little bit. And that is Scythe looking very low, but it's going so fast. Wow. That's the team player Kazan that I was talking about earlier. In that spear form, he just zips it to the Kai. It is overtime. Team player Kazan with the spark of strength, with that prize fighter, so much damage, so much knockback there, able to put in so much speed there that it's just a particle accelerator right to Monkey Pilot, who just pilots it into the goal at the end there. Just perfectly done. Kazan gets a spark of focus over the spark of leadership, just going for the cooldown. His team doesn't need the damage as much, and this is what they're hoping is going to be the final sets. They don't necessarily want to waste scaling when they can just win. Of course, that means that if Texas State can come back with the recovery drone to protect Juliet in case she dies, with the glass cannon to make Nice Claps able to hang back and go forward a little bit faster, and with the extra special to make Jacob's Cyber Sentry come out so much more often. We have seen Jacob's Cyber Sentry work miracles these past 2 games. He has been so on top of it so many times. It coming out more often might be what Texas State needs, and they are really playing forward now. And that's going to go past Volcano. It's just going to go right past. Don't go through, go around. Jacob teleports forward, catches the rebound, hits it in the cross to the top, and there's just nobody there to defend it. Well played.
Well played indeed. So here's what needs to happen for Texas State. 3 goals here. Get that done. 3 goals afterward. Win the set. Keep on defending. This is what Kennesaw State needs to do. Stop putting your foot on the brake. Foot on the gas always. Monkey Pilot and Solus Scythe need to be more forward than they ever have been before and more aggressive than ever. You're seeing a new playstyle sort of evolve in the Collegiate Corestrike League. 1-2 there from Claps. Oh my goodness. Where these players play so forward and so oppressive in your face offense that it just gets a little too intense for some teams to have to handle. It's exactly what we saw with Rowan versus Texas Tech last week. That's what we're seeing in this game this week. Look at this, Ozzy coming forward, has the flip. Oh my goodness, put your money in Salcoin. My goodness, what a stop from Sal Volcano. Jacob gets the stop up top. Can he teleport? No!
No!
Monkey pilots that in. 1-1 Kennesaw State.
That was so good up until it wasn't. That cyber sweep at the end looks like it was going to be so good, but he just barely missed it. Was just a little bit off. And I mean, again, it's the pressure getting to the players from what I can tell. They have been playing so well for so long. And it's still going. They're still getting barricades. They are still fighting back. Texas State has not gotten out but they need to fight back. They need to keep on fighting. That's a good wasted core flip for them for Monkey Pilot. They just need to keep on making their enemy make mistakes, forcing them into positions where they feel pressured to use abilities wastefully. But a team player Kazan like that with Spear form, just gonna red core it out of nowhere is so difficult to defend it. Nice Claps is gonna waste his own core flip.
I'm so sorry, Chad. I can only vocalize in shrieks and yells right now because both these teams are just getting these crazy angles onto these barriers here. Oh my goodness, so sorry to cut you off there, AJ Cannon, but I just had an interlude here, especially as both these teams are fighting tooth and nail to get these goals here, especially with Kennesaw State 2 goals away from winning this entire game.
Jacob with the glitch pop.
Oh.
Volcano with the log though, and Solo with the strike. It's red cores all over the place. The core flip out of Jacob was last second. It's gonna streak along the bottom, but not quite able to get in. Jacob pops it at the last second, strikes it at the last second. Julie missed the dash punch, and that's gonna go in off of the cursed night market angle bounce.
Kennesaw State, 1 goal away from making roost in at least the plans of the CCL Spring 2024 season. See if they can take it here. 1 goal barrier down. That's only 1 goal barrier stopping them for now. Ozzy and Nice Claps making it happen though, making things work, but the offense and defense from Kennesaw State grabbing another one from this angle. The log comes out here from Sal Volcano. Sal Volcano also has the core flip, so could use that at any moment. 1 goal barrier going down here. Has to use the core flip there because the pressure is just too immense from Nice Claps. Good roll as well in the tofu wall. Will deny for now. Monkey Pilot gets the KO, and look at this. Ozzy, Nice Claps have to defend for their tournament lives here. They need it.
They are doing it.
So bad.
They're doing it.
They're doing it. They're going to keep the pace slow. No!
The glitch pop was too late.
Kennesaw State brings it back. Your Owls
Jacob was too late.
Wow.
Jacob was too late and too panicked to stop that from happening. The glitch pop just made it go in faster. You hate to see it if you're on Texas State. They gave you hope. They played it so well. They took the first set in this game. Don't forget that. But Kennesaw, they took the sweep in that second set, and from there, there's not much more of a tale to tell. Kennesaw just sweeping in, winning that mental momentum game. Texas State was out of it for those last 2 sets. They were trying to pull it back. They were trying their best to fight back, but Kennesaw just could not be beat. The volcano could not be gotten through.
Wow. What a match. It went overtime, but that's okay. Congratulations, Kennesaw State. You're moving on to the play-ins at least. Even if you lose next week, it doesn't matter. You guys are in some postseason action, so congratulations. And for Texas State, next week is a must-win for them. They have to win to potentially meet these Owls in the play-in, so that is big. It was 51% as well. And by the way, I do want to give a quick shout-out to the Joker Lull, who just redeemed a 10,000 point here onto our channel. But sorry, I'm a little flustered. I'm getting some big news right now, AJ. I'm getting some big news right now that we need to address. We need to address something here. Because we have a new sponsor that just pulled up to
Another
the CCL.
New sponsor.
Yes. We
have Intel already. We have the core.
But
we have the core.
Now,
okay.
We have ASUS. Thank you, Asus, for coming in clutch here. Our second sponsor of the Collegiate Corestrike League is ASUS. Players that sign up for ROG Elite Rewards by Friday who reach sorry, my goodness, I am flustered. This is so hype. If you sign up for ROG Elite Rewards by Friday and reach the spring finals, it will unlock additional ROG pricing that includes some mouse, some mice, 4 mice and some mouse pads and some other fun stuff, and also 1 brand of registry will receive a headset, a ROG Delta S Core. Sign up now with the link right here in the chat. Thank you, ROG North America, Republic of Gamers, for sponsoring us in our second season in Pro League. What an awesome sponsor. We just got it approved during this game, so thank you again to Asus for your sponsorship. Anyway.
What a hype series of events right there. I mean,
wow.
You have the Kennesaw versus Texas State game. The state versus state there was so amazing. Following up with that as well. Already having Intel 2, that is, I mean, CCL is looking pretty good right now.
Yes,
that is some good stuff. So, and I can also say I'm currently on an Asus laptop, so I don't know if that matters too much.
Who knows?
That's it's good stuff.
There you go. We're so glad to be the league in OS with the most sponsorship. So thank you so much to our incredible sponsors and stuff. And we have some more in the pipeline, so stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot of fun as well. Well, AJ, it's been an honor casting with you, but we got to get this next series going here. It's CU Boulder versus Rutgers Red. AJ, take us off.
All right. Thank y'all very much for coming in to this game. This was a hype game. We're going to have another hype game, so I'll leave y'all to that so that we can keep the hype train rolling. Don't forget, it's a pretty darn good season to be in the CCL. See y'all around.